this expo experience is it's just something that's super special. It's not about, what I saw or what I learned or, what we were there to buy. It was really because of the people that we got to see, the people that we got to meet, the folks that we got to spend time with and have conversations with, because this industry is built on people. You know what I mean? And spending that time in Vegas was just a great reminder of that. What's going on, Pizza Fam? Welcome back to the Pizza King podcast. I'm your host, Tyrell Reed, and this is a very special edition. And normally we try to get us a good guest episode on Tuesdays, but I wanted to take this week just to give a full recap of my experience over in Las Vegas at the Pizza Expo last week. So that's where we are, and that's what we wanted to go ahead and get into. This one actually it really meant a lot to me. It really meant a lot to me because this expo experience is it's just something that's super special. And it's not about what I saw or what I learned or what we were there to buy. It was really because of the people that we got to see, the people that we got to meet, the folks that we got to spend time with and have conversations with, because this industry is built on people. You know what I mean? And it was a great reminder of that. And, it's a reminder of the real value of having these experiences like Pizza Expo. You can walk the expo, walk the show floor. You can see all the new cool equipment, and, you can check out the new toppings, or, check out this company's cheese versus that company's cheese, or this POS system versus that POS system. You can do all that. You can sit in on the sessions, which are great, and you can take notes. But that's not what sticks with you. You know what I mean? Like, what sticks with you are the conversations that you have with people that you are only connected with through social media, or you never met, or you've seen and you admire what they do from a distance. But then being able to sit down and have a conversation with somebody. It's the handshakes, that turn into real relationships. You know what I mean? Like, those are the things that matter. It's the time you spend talking with people who really care about pushing this business and this industry and this community forward. You know what I mean? And that's what I'll remember the most from the time that we spent. And this one was unlike any other for us, because we never gone to Expo for the purpose of just connecting with folks. I've gone to plenty of expos. Like, this is not my first, surely won't be my last. I've probably gone to 10 expos, right? Maybe more. But I was always one to just go. We always went as a team, as the West Shore guys. Was always one to go. I would always sit in on sessions. I would always try to get some learning, get some education in, and try to get what I could to take back to our business and get better. But I was never one to really focus in on getting to meet people, getting to know folks from a distance that I've connected with it. Because before I wasn't online, I wasn't making content, and I wasn't connecting with folks. But this year, that was what I was intent on, and it was just incredible. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to come back, kind of give a recap on what I saw, who I talked to, really what I'm excited about, what stood out to me, in the couple of days that we were there. And all those things are great. And I actually want to touch on some of that, because there is a lot happening right now. There's a lot of things that are changing. We're obviously in the middle of this rise in AI, and you know whether it be order takers, or AI. I seen pizza robot. Shout out to Igor and the team from X Robotics for what they're doing. Like, there's so much happening that it is important to see those things and understand how they work, and get up close, and and touch them and feel it and ask questions. So what I'm saying is, you really need to do both. Go build some relationships with folks, because that's where the real difference is made. what stood out for me outside of those the relationships was, you know, some of the things that are happening with tools that I use and companies that I work with. I think the biggest is seeing that Thrive POS, who obviously I work with, and they're big supporters of the show, and we use them in our restaurant, and we've been loyal Thrive customers for a pretty long time at this point. But now they have partnered and integrated with Wook AI. My good friend David DeSantis, who is just an awesome human being, his company Wook is partnering with Thrive to really handle their whole inventory component, which has been a little bit, lackluster over the years. They actually kind of took it away recently just because it wasn't performing a way that the customer needs and probably not performing up to their own personal standards. So they kind of shut that function down. But now they have a solution through Wook. And if you don't know what Wook is a AI tool that helps you with inventory, purchasing, workflows, training. Like, it has so much. I probably really need to do a full episode on Wook. I need to get David on to come talk about it, but it is an incredible tool when it comes to understanding your purchasing, your pricing, making sure that you're always seeing everything in real time. Prices change. Prices change all the time. If you're shopping multiple vendors, one person may have, your same pepperoni for $5 a case cheaper, and you didn't know it for 6 weeks. You missed out on an opportunity. A software like Wook sees that change, informs you, alerts you, making sure that you're always paying the best price, getting the best product, always on top of your inventory. Things are looking out of whack. It always finds it is so good. It's so intelligent. I can't say enough. I can't say enough about it. I'm really excited about it because now it works directly with our POS system. So that's just going to just take our operation to the next level. And I'm so excited about being able to work with those two companies together because I respect both of them a ton. Got to spend a lot of time with the Perfect Crust team because they allowed us the space to come in and record and have some conversations with folks and just be a part of what they were doing. And I can't thank Eric Bam, Greg, Brian, Holly, like all of the folks that I met on their team for being just so welcoming and so open to having us there. It was incredible. Had some really good conversations with the folks at Pizza Cloud, and I think that's something that we're probably exploring here in the very near future. Having the ability to probably save some money on our voice over IP phones, as well as having a failover solution that always keeps us up and running no matter what. If our internet goes down or power goes out, having a cell backup service that keeps the business going because that part is important. Or even if you can't, make food, you can still communicate. So that's a big one. Talk to the guys at Mailwise. Kevin and his team spent a lot of time with them at the America's Best Restaurant client party, and just some incredible people there. Matt Plapp and what those guys are doing for restaurants is incredible. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm really excited about some of those things that I was able to really just see, put my hands on, and get to know the people behind the brands that I'm interested in. That's a big deal for me. So I am very excited about that. You know what I mean? So even small details like how things are packaged, what the presentations look like, it all matters. But like I said, it means so much more when you get to see the teams that are behind it and get to talk to the salespeople that are in the support folks that you'll be working with. All of those things mean so much, and that's the experience. The experience that you get when you're at Expo or you're at some of the other conventions like Florida Restaurant Show or the California Show. Those things matter so much. The other thing that I'm really excited about is just the time that I spent on the competition floor, which is actually where I spent most of my time this year. And I feels like I say it every time because that's literally my favorite part of the show is seeing who the best pizza makers are, seeing their processes. I had a very unique perspective this time because my good friend Neil Vadia from Troy's Italian Kitchen in Virginia, DC area, gave me the opportunity just to join him as as a first time competitor, join him, help him, capture the experience on video. And help them make some content with it. That is so much fun. I'm talking about, you see people who are very proud of what they do, people who work extremely hard at their craft, people who spend the time, preparing and checking every single detail. And you really get to see how much the craft means to the people who are doing it at the highest level. And you walk away with so much more respect for it. I mean, that honestly, it's the best part because it pushes you to be even better. You know what I mean? It raises the standard for everybody in that building. What happens behind those curtains on the competition floor? It is truly something special. But not just the pizza makers. I'm talking the acrobatics, the dough stretch, the fastest box, all of those things play a huge part into what drives our business forward and how we set standards and how we raise the bar every single time. Shout out to Tara Haddon, who came by Perfect Crust and had a quick conversation with us. But we'll have that coming out real soon on an episode. Got me out there spinning dough, looking like a clown. It was too fun though, too fun, and I really just appreciate all of those folks that took their time to come by and talk to me. I talked to Izzy Pizza. I talked to Professor Pizza. I talked to had a great conversation with Vito DeCandia from Angel City Pizza in LA, one of my favorite guys, favorite pizzerias. Talked to Neil. We sat down for a conversation after his cheese competition before he was going out for the non-dairy competition. So much fun. I love the competition floor. And it's also like the it's like the family reunion. For me, it's like where the family reunion happens because you see a lot of this. Sometimes it's the only time that you see people. So when I get to see folks like, Fernando, I see Uncle Rico, I see Vito, Rekia from down from here in Florida. I see just so many folks, Michael and Mark, like all these people that I admire and I respect and the work that they put in. They're not just there for a show. They are there putting in the work and making these things happen and giving a world-class experience for all of us. It's just something special. And for that, I just want to take these moments to say thank you and express how gracious I am to have that experience. Like, to all the folks, everyone who I had a conversation with, or, if I shook your hand or if we took a picture, if you came on and talked to me on camera and shared your story, or if we sat down in the hallway and recorded a podcast, like all of that, I really appreciate you all so very much. And we got content coming, we got all that, dude. Literally, like I'm talking to Vito in the hallway and we're recording, and Scott Wiener comes by and he's like showing love. Like that only happens at Expo. That only happens in those situations, and it makes it all so much cooler and so much more worth it when you're there, and the people that you admire and respect are showing love and coming by, and they're open, and you have conversations, and all of that I really just appreciate it. And again, to the folks who were able to make so much of that happen for us. Paul and Keith from West Shore Franchising, my franchisor, the company that I am a part of, kicked in the support for the trip, making it happen for us, taking care of the travel. Again, shout out to the Perfect Crust Pizza Liner team, Incredible Bags, for giving us space to connect with folks and record. And, again, to every guest who came through, made some time, shared their story. If I met you, if I hadn't met you, all the people that I talked to that we're planning to do something, I really appreciate all of you. This community is really something else. The industry is strong and thriving because of all of these people, all of you people in this pizza community who show up every day, who share your thoughts, share your practices. People who want to see everybody else win is something special, man. That it really stood out more than anything. Is everybody supporting everything. So, I appreciate you all. I just wanted to give, just a quick formalized recap of what we were able to do in Vegas for those couple of days. And there's probably so many more people that, I can say that, say thank you to, and shout out, Billy Manzo. Oh my God. Pizza Fellas podcast, Smart Pizza Marketing, Eacher from What's Good Though, Alex, like all of these guys, man, all of these folks are just, it's just a dope community, man. And I appreciate everybody so much. I know I'm forgetting people, and I apologize for that. But know that from the bottom of my heart, man, I appreciate all of you. You showed me so much love. And look, if I saw you out there, I appreciate you. If I missed you, I appreciate you too. And we'll connect soon. That was the tough part of seeing, like, getting back on social after and seeing all the people posting and all the people that I didn't get to connect with. Uh, but I'm like making sure we send those messages like, hey, let's connect the next time or whatever. If it's the next show, if it's next year, or if it's, we're going to do a podcast virtually, like whatever you want to do, let's try to make that happen. And let's stay connected as a community, because it's helping to push us all forward. So with that being said, that's all we have, man. That's good. We got takeout tips coming this week. Again, go check out Jake's episode from last week. It was solid. It was a really good conversation. And yeah, man, come join us over in the Pizza Pro Circle on School. That's all we got. Talk to you soon. Peace. If you've gotten any value out of this episode or any of our other episodes, I need you to do me a favor. Go leave us a review. Every review on Apple, every 5-star rating on Spotify helps this show find more operators just like you, and helps them get that same value that you're taking away from this episode. And as a thank you, anytime somebody leaves a review, sends me a screenshot, just DM me a screenshot of your review, I'm going to send you a free gift, something awesome, something cool. I'll send you a gift, whoever leaves a review. That's the challenge. Go leave a review, DM me a screenshot of it, and then I'll get you something. I got you something special from your boy. Now let's get back into the episode. Peace.